What the fuck is up? It is your host, Erica Nalen, and welcome back to another episode of the Hangover series. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Hangover series. Welcome. Howdy. Yeah! Let me address the elephant in the room first and foremost. The curlers on my head right now. Curlers, rollers, I don't know what they're called, but I got them a while ago, actually. I decided it was time that I get on the rolling hair trend, rolling your hair up. I decided it was due for me to attempt to do this. Yeah. So I was about to order more of these, and then I found them in my cupboard because I must have wanted to be a part of this trend a while ago and ordered them and never attempted them. If you are a hair professional and you're looking at my hair right now, like, what the fuck is on your head? Literally don't know. This was so much work. To use curling roller things, you basically have to let your hair fully dry. I did so much research on this, so if any of this information is incorrect, I don't know what to tell you, but basically, to use curling rollers, you have to let your hair dry. It said they would look really good if I blew out my hair with a blowout, but I didn't have the energy for that last night. I was like, no. So I didn't do that. I let my hair naturally dry. It turned into curls. Obviously, my hair is curly, so it turned into curls. Then I straightened it this morning, and then I did a little curl at the end while straightening them, and then I put them in these rolls. But the problem with these rolls is that I think you were supposed to go the same direction on all of them, which is either under or over. And I did a mix. I did some over and some under because I feel like that's just what I was meant to do. My hands could not do under sometimes. When I was getting to the back of my head, my hands were like, no, we're not going under, you're going over. So who knows what this will turn out like, but I hope it turns out good. I am going out next weekend. Yeah, I have plans. I'm going out next weekend, and I don't think it's supposed to be a crazy night or anything. I'm just going to dinner with a friend, and then I think we're gonna go to some bars, but I want my hair to look hot and sexy and blowy and perfect, basically. I want to look perfect. So I thought in order to do that, I should probably test out how to use these before trying to look perfect next weekend, yeah. Which is actually very unlike me. Normally, I would probably try to do these before going out. They would look like shit, and then I'd bitch about it all night. So we are being smart, and we're trying them out. They're kind of itchy. Not itchy, but I think I put the clips, there's clips holding my hair together right now. And I think I put the clips in weird spots. I don't know. I don't even know what it looks like from the back, so don't ask me any questions on that. But I'm trying out hair curlers, so yay. I would totally purchase a Dyson or a Shark, and maybe that's in my future, but they're really expensive. I think they're $500, and I don't have $500, so we're trying rollers. Yes, the girls that were doing this on TikTok looked so good, so I have high hopes. But my only fear, actually, I'll get over talking about rollers in 5 seconds, but my only fear is that I didn't order big enough ones. I just started using random sizes, so wish me luck. I'm really scared. Yeah, we're starting today on a positive note, okay? Hair rollers. That's a positive note. There is supposed to be some snowstorm happening outside, and I don't know if it started, but I feel like it hasn't. It has, but I don't think it's extreme. I don't think it's as extreme as was expected or something. I'm not a weatherman. I'm not a meteorologist, but I am a girl from Nebraska, okay? And I have dealt with the weather before. I've dealt with a lot of weather before. But people were like texting me, like buying bread, like buying bottled waters, like buying things in case snow came. And I was very not sure what was going on. I think even at work, someone was like preparing for the snow, and I was like, wait, I barely am checking the weather app. I'm very much online, but clearly my For You page is never about the weather, like ever. It's never telling me what the weather is. It probably will now. It probably will now because my phone is obviously listening to me at all times, but it's never telling me about the weather. I barely check the weather. I look out my window and I decide based on what other humans are wearing what the weather probably is and go off of that, which is exactly what I did today and yesterday. I think on Thursday it actually was like, I don't know what degree it was, but it said it felt like -25. So that's happening. Snowstorms all around. Apparently states like Arizona are even getting snow. Wow. Yeah. I actually did almost fall outside today in the snow because it is snowing here. So maybe that's what they were talking about, but it is snowing here a lot. And I went to go get my nails done and I was wearing snow boots. I mean, not snow boots for like walking around in, but I was wearing Uggs. Well, actually they're fake Uggs, but I was wearing lookalike Uggs. And I started walking to get my nails done, and there was a lot of slush where the cars were driving, but I was walking extremely slowly, I thought, and I almost fell. And I was going to be really sad if I fell because that would have stopped me from getting my nails done if I had fallen. I would have been really embarrassed and probably would have gone back home. So that would have ruined my day, and I'm glad it didn't. I have fallen on ice multiple times, but the most humbling falling on ice experience that I ever had was I used to walk this dog named Hank. I was a dog walker. Yeah. I actually don't even know how I got this job. Let me think. Rover. I was on Rover. I was like, my family doesn't have a dog. We used to have a dog. We don't have a dog anymore. And I love dogs a lot. I used to work at a doggy daycare place and it was amazing. But I don't have a dog of my own and I really want one in the future. But I was on Rover, like trying to dog sit for people, trying to do anything that involved me and a dog becoming best friends. And this girl that lived near my mom needed someone to come walk her dog during the day. I think she was a teacher or something. So I walked her dog. I think he was like 1 or 2 and his name was Hank. And he was so perfect and so cute. Like, he was so perfect. And I walked him every single day from like 12 to 1 or something. But one time, multiple times, it was extremely cold outside, obviously, in the winter. But this one specific day, it was like extra cold. And she lived in this neighborhood that was under renovation. She was living in a neighborhood under renovation. So, I feel like snow trucks like never went through there / people were never putting salt down because no one really lived in this neighborhood. So I'm walking him through this neighborhood and there was, I think it's called black ice, where it's ice that you like don't see or something. And he had just shit, like the dog had literally just shit. And I picked up his shit, obviously, and I have it in my hand, obviously in a bag, but I'm holding his shit. We're walking through the neighborhood and I slip on ice and like flew into the air, like the highest I've ever flown in my life. Flew into the air, landed on my back. Probably could have broke it, honestly. Like, it was a very intense fall. And there were a lot of construction workers working on these houses that were under renovation, and they just stared at me. Probably like, what the fuck? No one asked if I was okay. It seems to be a common theme in my life. Yeah, so that hurt. And I don't know how I got on telling that story. But anyways, this episode has been really random so far. I have a glass of wine. It is like 2 p.m. It's 2:30 p.m. on a Sunday. And I have wine because when I heard snowstorm coming and when people were texting me that they were getting bread and water and all those items, my first thought went to, fuck, I should probably get some wine. I didn't think about bread. I didn't think about water. I thought about wine. And that's because I already have bread and I have water, okay? So my first thought went to wine, and I immediately ran to the store to get some. So that's what I have, and I was like, there's nothing better than a glass of wine at 2 p.m. on a Sunday, right? Like, I mean, there are things that are better, but this is what I needed right now. I'm having a very fun Sunday, so hallelujah and cheers. So for today's episode, I basically was just going to go through what made me crash out this week, because I basically had a big crash out week. I don't know if something's going on, because I had a crash out week about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or something when the gas leak was happening. But I'm crashing out. I had a big crash out week, and I think that's why I'm having a good Sunday, because I'm like, we're done crashing out. We're done. So I'm going to tell you the things that I can tell you that I crashed out on. Some of the things I can't even say. I can't even tell you, but the things that I can tell you, I'm going to tell you. Yeah. So I wrote them. These are just not in order at all, but we're gonna go through them. These are not in order, but we're gonna go through them. Things that made me crash out this week. Welcome to Things That Made Me Crash Out This Week. Yes, okay. The first thing that made me crash out this week was, when I went to the grocery store to get the wine for the snowstorm that was coming. The snowstorm that was coming. I was very scared of the cold. I looked outside. People were wearing lots of scarves, lots of gloves, lots of coats, lots of hats, lots of face masks, which I think I need that in my future. Next winter, I want to be that person that wears a face covering mask that covers their eyebrows, their nose, all you see is their eyes, because it's so cold out. That is in my future. I'm gonna be getting that for next winter, because holy shit, my face was cold outside. That is one thing. And one thing also is that my nose turns red. And when I was in elementary school and we used to go to recess, people always called me Rudolph. Always. They were like, Rudolph's here. Is that bullying? I don't know. But people always were like, Rudolph's here, because my nose will turn red in the cold. And I never understood why that wasn't happening to other people. Is that genetic or what the fuck? But anyways, Rudolph came out yesterday, obviously, because I don't have one of those face masks. So I'm going to get that in my future. But basically, when I looked out my window and saw that everyone and their dad was wearing multiple layers of clothing, face masks, scarves, all the thing, I was like, holy shit, it must be cold as fuck outside. Plus the Windy City, I gotta prepare. I gotta prepare for this 5-minute walk to the grocery store. So what did I do? What anyone does. Wore multiple pairs of leggings, obviously really, really high fuzzy socks, my fake Uggs. I put on some sort of shirt, and then I put on this fleece zip up, which that was where I went wrong. That was what caused me multiple problems. Put on the fleece zip up, put on my coat, put on a scarf, put on a hat. I was prepared. I was honestly more prepared than needed to be. And if I had had a face mask, I probably would have had a freaking attack in the grocery store. So I put all these layers of clothing on, and I was so happy to put those on and prepare for the coldness. I was thinking, actually, my mom and my grandmother would be so proud of me right now, because my grandma used to always tell me. Like, I would go to her house in the winter in shorts, and she would always be like, where are your clothes? Like, where is your jacket? It's freezing outside. And I would be like, like, what? So I was like, wow, everyone would be extremely proud of me. The one thing I didn't bring was gloves, and I have a problem with gloves. I don't like them. They bother me. My hands. I have Raynaud's disease. I don't know if it's called disease, but I have Raynaud's. Maybe you have it. And basically, it's where if your fingers are really cold, like really cold, they turn white. I learned I had this in middle school. I remember the day it happened, but my fingers will turn white. Whoa. My fingers will turn white. Like a white color that you've never seen in your whole life. And like the shade of like a light bulb almost. I'll post a photo, but they will do that and they have like no circulation and I can't feel them and they're numb and all the things. And that happens. So maybe I should be wearing gloves. But when I wear gloves, then they get like so hot and so sweaty and so red, like the nose that I have. Rudolph turns to my hands as well. And then you have to like take them off when you're in the grocery store. I bring a grocery bag, like a reusable grocery bag, and I don't like to bring a purse because it's just like too many things to carry. And I just put my wallet and my home keys in my jacket, and it's just like a lot. Like gloves, just like there's really not room for them basically. So I don't wear gloves. But also, like, someone tell me if they have Raynaud's, please. Like, when I learned that I had Raynaud's, I think it was in middle school, and one of my friends had like an October birthday, or maybe a November birthday, or maybe a December birthday. I don't know. She had a birthday where it was cold outside, and we were playing Ghost in the Graveyard. Love that game. Wish I could play it at 24 years old. I can't. But we were playing it in middle school, and I like don't even remember how Ghost in the Graveyard works. I think someone's like a ghost and the rest are the graves. Yeah. So we're playing it and my fingers turn that white color and everyone's like, whoa. Like she needs to see a doctor. Rudolph needs to see a doctor. Like, oh my God. And then I think we started doing research and then everyone's like, you have Raynaud's. And it used to be a fun fact for a long time. I used to tell people like, I have this thing called Raynaud's, you don't, fuck you. And I just like don't know a lot of people with it. But I did learn a long time ago that if I was in a snowy situation, like let's say I was skiing down a mountain and I went in like a well, I think that's what they're called, like a tree well where you get stuck, and I was buried in the snow and I started getting hypothermia. Apparently having Raynaud's actually, this might be a lie, I might be making this up or I might be saying this totally wrong, but apparently from what I learned a long time ago, if I was in a situation like that, my Raynaud's would help my fingers from like not getting hypothermia and falling off. And that might have been a whole lie, and that might have been so not correct. That might have been incorrect. Not sure. I'll have to look up if I lied to you guys after, but I think that's what I learned in middle school when I was very invested in Raynaud's. Okay? Had no intention on telling you guys I had Raynaud's today. Oh, but anyways, where I was going with that and why this made me crash out was that when I was in the grocery store, like wearing all of those layers of clothing, I was in there for like 5 seconds and I was like, oh my God, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like I started sweating buckets, like sweating, and it was all because of the fleece. That's where I was sweating, and that fleece made me sweat at the airport last time. So I think I might be allergic to fleece, or fleece is just way hotter than I even knew. But I started sweating. I was like running as fast as I could to get this wine. Then I was like, fuck, I want chicken noodle soup. So then I was running to get broth. I've been making a lot of creamy chicken noodle soup this week. It's so good. So good. I'm never making chicken noodle soup normal style again. Creamy is everything. It's so good. And yeah, that was crash out number one, because I I was in the grocery store, overheating, sweating buckets, like started getting anxiety that I was sweating so much that you could see it through my jacket. Like I was like, am I sweating that much? Then I was like, oh my God, what if I smell? Like what if my sweat smells? I don't think it did, but like you never know. Then I check out. I check out at the grocery store. Then I am running home, like literally running home. Of course, like for some reason the lights here are like both of them are on stop, and I'm like, which way can I walk? Which way is walk? I need to go. I'm like running home in the cold with all these groceries, and then whoa, I sounded like a goat. And then I get upstairs and then I'm like ripping all these clothes off me and I was like panting. Like I was like, holy shit. I didn't learn anything. I didn't learn anything. Like I swear I've crashed out about this before. I should have known. I should have known better. Okay, so that was my crash out number 1 of the week. I don't know when that happened, like yesterday. So boom. Second crash out of the week. This one honestly might be a little bit TMI. So if you're like, I don't want to hear it, literally skip. My sister got me this foot mask for Christmas. And I love a foot mask. You know, I love to scrub. I love to scrub my feet. Very into that. And I've never used like a proper foot mask though. So she got me it. And I'm reading the box and it says like you put these little like feet slipper looking things on that smelled like a mint key lime pie. Honestly, a mint key lime pie is what they smelled like. And you put these little slippers on and then you like tied them on your feet and you left them on your feet for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And I was like, okay. And it said on the thing, like, your feet will peel up to 2 weeks. And I did not take that seriously. Like, I was like, what? My feet will peel up to 2 weeks? Like, whatever. I don't know why I didn't take that seriously. I thought that, like, I don't know what I thought. Like, I didn't realize it was going to be actually peeling off an entire layer of my skin with this foot mask, okay? So my feet are doing fine. Like they did feel a little weird. Like I felt like they were slippery. Like they just felt weird. But I was like, you know, it's just the foot mask. You know, a couple days had gone by. They hadn't started peeling. I was like, that foot mask is fake. Probably doesn't work. Whatever. It's fake. It's a fake ass foot mask. I signed up for a hot yoga class. I go to hot yoga. In hot yoga, you are barefoot. Okay? You don't wear socks. You're barefoot. It's hot. It's sweaty. Yeah. So I'm in hot yoga. Thank God. Thank God I chose the fucking corner where nobody could sit on my left and nobody could sit on my right. Like, literally, thank God, and no one was behind me. No one was near me. Well, actually there were people near me, but like no one was to my left, no one was to my right, and no one was behind me. Thank fucking God. So we're in hot yoga. Halfway through the class, I like look down at my foot and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. My feet, like, I don't know why the hot yoga, like, activated it, you know? Like, I think it was, like, the steam, the hot, the vibrations, like, the safety of hot yoga told the feet on my skin, like, start peeling, bitch. This is a safe place to start peeling. So my feet start peeling in hot yoga, an outrageous amount, like, literal, this is so gross, but, like, literal skin is trying to peel off my fucking feet. I was like, oh my God, I need to leave this class immediately. Like, people are going to be like, what the fuck is happening to her feet? What is wrong with her feet? Why is she here with skin falling off her fucking feet? Which are really valid questions. But also, then I was like, I'm never looking at people's feet. Like, personally, I don't want to see your toes. Like, I hate feet. So I'm never looking at people's feet. But I feel like people probably are looking at other people's feet, you know? Because then I started getting really bad anxiety that people were staring at my feet in that class, like afterwards, after my feet were fucking peeling everywhere, I would show you a photo, but that would be like way too personal and you don't need to see photos of my peeling feet. But I had to show my mom, obviously, and my sister. I was like, look what you did to me. Look what my sister did to my feet. But anyways, I started getting anxiety the next class that I went to because in my head I was like, no one looks at feet. Like, no one looks at feet. Fucking weirdo if you're looking at feet. Next class I go to, in the locker room, there's this group of like 5 girls standing together, and one of the girls is looking at her friend's feet, like all of her friend's feet, and she's like, you really need to get your nails painted. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you come here without nails painted, like, to her friend. And then the other one, she's like, you need to wash your feet, like your feet look dry. And I'm over here like, oh my god, if this bitch had been in that class with me, she would have been spreading news about me left and fucking right. She would have been taking photos of my feet and probably posting them on TikTok like, this girl's feet are falling off of her and she doesn't even know it. She doesn't even know it. So that made me insecure about my my feet falling off. But I guess maybe people look at their friends' toes. I don't know. Maybe I should be doing that. Maybe I should be looking at people's feet, but I don't want to. But yeah, that made me crash out a little bit. Like, was it worth it? And do my feet feel like a fucking soft ass fucking, I don't know what to relate this to. A fuzzy blanket? Do my feet feel as soft as the softest thing ever? A fuzz? Yeah, my feet feel really fucking soft. Like, really fucking soft. No hardness anywhere. They feel great. They feel revived. Do I want to do this like once a month? Honestly, yeah. But not if I'm going to keep doing hot yoga. Like that, I would have to change to a workout where you wear socks because this just like doesn't need to be happening in the public. And it made me crash out. It made me crash the fuck out. Okay? The next thing that made me crash out this week, and actually yesterday, this happened yesterday, was I get builder gel on my nails. And one of my friends recommended builder gel to me like a long time ago. And I didn't really understand what that meant. Like at all. Like I was like, what? And I didn't know how to ask for that. So I started doing fake nails and just getting acrylics. And then I think one of my acrylics fell off or something happened when I was at the nail salon. And then they were like, do you want to do builder gel instead? And I was like, wait. That's what my friend's been saying. So I started getting builder gel a while ago and my nails really like it. Like if you ever see my nails, these are my real nails. They are so long, like not to like flex, but they are so long and they're really strong. Like every time they take the builder gel off, my nails are really strong. They're really long and I just recommend it to everyone. Like I'm really obsessed with it. And I feel like I'm talking very strangely, but I'm obsessed with it. And basically, I have had no issues with the builder gel since I've been getting them. Like, do I accidentally grow my nails out with the builder gel too long sometimes? Absolutely. Like, sometimes I have to wait till I get paid to get my nails redone, okay? That's the kind of life that I'm living. But, and I used to never get my nails done, and now I'm, like, obsessed with getting my nails done because I saw a video about like something about like what you're jealous of. I don't know if jealous. Yeah, what you're jealous of someone else is what you should want for yourself. Or like something along the lines of that. Like if you're jealous of something someone else has, it's probably because you want it for yourself. And I was like, wait, every time I see a girl with like beautiful nails, I'm always like, oh my god, I love her nails. Like I wish I had those. And then I was like, oh my god, that video spoke to me. If I am obsessed with their nails, I should just start getting my nails done. So then that is what started getting me to get my nails done every month. But anywho, I have had no issues with it. And then yesterday, I'm making more chicken noodle soup and I hit my thumb on something like a pan. I don't even know what happened. It happened so fast. Hit my nail on something. It bends in half. It starts bleeding. I'm like, holy shit. I wrapped my finger in like 4 band-aids. as tight as I could because I was so scared of what was happening underneath it. I think I accidentally put them on too intensely because I lost circulation in my thumb at one point. Whatever. I called and made a nail appointment this morning. I was so scared. I was like, ugh, I'm gonna have to have my natural nails. I'm just gonna have to get clear. I worked so hard to grow my nails out this long, and they're all gonna be long except for my fucking thumb. Like, I was pissed and I was so scared. And then I go today, and I'm like, yeah, I broke my nail last night. It was bleeding. Like, please be careful with my thumb. What does she do? She's like, no worries. She somehow like fixed my fucking nail. Like, it wasn't even cracked as bad as I thought it was. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I was bleeding, but she fixed that bad boy up and she didn't even have to chop him off. So I crashed out about it, and now I'm done crashing out about it because she fixed it. Like, this nail salon, it's called Blossom Nails. I think they have like 3 locations in Chicago, but I think it's called Blossom Nails. Yeah. Or is it called Jade's Blossom Nails? I think it's called Blossom Nails. Maybe it's called Jade's Blossom Nails, but I think it's called Blossom Nails. And if you live in Chicago, they are literally the best. I'm so obsessed with them. That's the only place I ever go to get my nails done. The only place I think I've even tried. But they are just the best. And I always have the same girl, and I don't even request her because I feel like they're all so good at doing nails that whoever you get is going to do a great job. But I just happen to always get the same lady. And last time I got my nails done, at the end, she was like, oh my God, I did your nails last time. I recognize your nail beds. I'm like, wait, do I have weird nail beds? Do I have strange nail beds, or do I have hot nail beds? Can you have hot nail beds? I don't know, but she recognized them. But they're the best. So if you live here, go to Blossom Nails because they will do you right. They will do you right. Okay, the next thing that I crashed out on this week was my self-spilling. I spilled wine in my fucking bed this week. What? And then on top of that, I also spilled coffee. After I washed my sheets, I spilled coffee. That made me crash out because I was like, what? I have never before that I remember, besides water, spilled like a liquid in my bed. Okay? Like, I am one of those people that, like, I am for drinking liquids in your bed, eating food in your bed. It's your bed. Do what you fucking want in it. Like, sorry. Yeah, sometimes I want to watch a TV show in bed while I eat fucking shepherd's pie and I drink fucking wine. Yeah, all you have to do is lay a fucking blanket down and you're gonna be fine. One time I dated this guy who was against eating food in his bed, which, you know, honestly, like, I do think it's a valid point. Like, when people are like, don't eat in your bed, like, I see where they're coming from. But that wasn't going to work for me. Like, if I was going to be in a relationship with someone, they were going to have to be okay with me eating food in bed. You know, like, maybe not a full course meal. Okay, maybe not a full course meal, but like a couple goldfish, you're going to have to be okay with that. So he was really against eating food in his bed, and I had to like beg him on my hands and my knees to eat a snack in his bed while we watched a movie. Like, I was like, please please let me eat a goldfish. And he's like, can you just eat them before? I'm like, no. What? Do you go to a movie and you eat popcorn before? No, bitch, you eat it in the fucking movie. Like, let me eat these fucking goldfish. I think he let me eat the goldfish. And yeah. And then I think another time, and he doesn't know this, but one time he like wasn't home and I was just in their house for some reason. Not sure why. I think there was like a storm outside actually, so I had to stay another night, or I was crashing out, who knows. But I got a burrito and I was like afraid of his roommates, or like I just didn't want to talk to them, so I did not want to eat my burrito in their kitchen. I was like, no, and I felt weird being in their house without him there. I don't know, like I was like, I can't do this. So I brought my burrito up into his room. I did not eat it in his bed. I ate it on the floor, like respectfully ate it on the floor. But I think his roommate came in there and was like, oh my god, you're eating in his room. And I was like, don't tell him. Do not tell him. Even though I'm sure when he came home, he was like, why does my room smell like a fucking beefy 5-layer burrito? That question might have came up. But no more questions. That's when, if someone asks you, why does my room smell like a burrito? You're like, maybe you should do your laundry. Maybe you should do your laundry. Check your bowels, bro. I don't know. But it's not me. Okay? Gaslight them. The next thing that made me crash out this week, we have 2 more things left, okay? Hold them on. Hold on. Hold my hand with this one. Was my laundry. Laundry is always making me fucking crash out, okay? I hate laundry. I hate doing it. I hate everything about it. I really do. And I've always hated it. From the moment my mom made me start doing my own laundry to today. Till forever. Like, sorry, but when I'm 70 years old, I'm not doing laundry. Someone is going to have to assist me. Hopefully I have a husband or a dog that knows how to do laundry. I don't know. I'm going to have to hire someone for real because I hate it. I hate it. That is like the one thing I hate. And we have shared laundry at my apartment. So it's like a really lot of work. Like you have to, well, I should probably get a bigger laundry basket, but you have to like carry this laundry basket in the elevator. It's like really awkward when you're in the elevator and you have your basket of laundry and there's like a hot guy standing next to you and they can just like see your underwear and like see your lace fucking thong. It's really awkward. And I try to hide those kinds of things. I do. I really do try to hide those things so it's not awkward, but like still, like he's seeing my Lucky Charms t-shirt and he's probably like, does she wear that? She wears a Lucky Charms. She wears a Lucky Charms t-shirt and those are her underwears? Like, maybe people aren't thinking that, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking they're thinking. So it's really awkward and I hate it. I hate it. And then, like, sometimes the laundry machines don't work. Sometimes they do. Sometimes there's a lot of people in there. And it's just awful. It's just so awful doing laundry. Okay? And that just, like, always makes me crash out. Like, no matter the week, doing laundry is gonna make me crash out. Like, it makes me crash out so much that sometimes I have to, like, meditate for 5 minutes after. Because I'm like, that was so awful. That was so awful. Okay, and then the last thing, and then we're done crashing out. Like, literally done. I'm gonna drink this wine and I'm gonna eat chicken noodle soup again. And I've started I started Heated Rivalry this week, and I also started I Love LA. So, watching both at the same time. I'm also watching Tell Me Lies. I'm also watching Traitors, and I'm also gonna watch Sinners. Sinners. And then I'm also apparently supposed to watch His and Hers. I've never had 6 things to watch in my whole life. Like, is television good, or was I just missing out on things in the past? Because I have 6 major things I'm watching. The last thing that I crashed out over this week was my dreams. The dreams I've been having are insane. You guys, they're insane. I can't even tell you any of the details about them because I think it would just give stuff away. But, like, one of the dreams I had was so bad. It's so weird. And it involved this guy and this other guy. Okay, it involved this guy that I used to talk to who was so toxic. Like, so toxic. He was, like, in the dream, but, like, not in the dream. Like, it was about him, but, like, I don't even ever think he popped up in the dream. Then my ex-boyfriend who wouldn't let me in his bed appeared for, like, 5 seconds in the dream. Then this one guy's roommate appeared in the dream. One of my best friends was in the dream. And then all these people that went to my high school were in the dream. And we were, like, outdoors at this, like, mansion. It was really strange. And I woke up, like, literally looking around the room like, am I real? That was crazy. And then I had another dream that was super vivid last night. And it involved one of my best friends, which I don't know if it's because we, like, FaceTimed at 12 in the morning last night. But she was in it. And it was, like, we were staying in my apartment, but it, like, was some random building. And then we went to a party and we brought my couch and my bed mattress. And then we came back to my apartment and I was like, oh no, like we forgot my couch and the mattress at the party. Like we have to go back. But we were like so tired. But I was like, we have to go back. Like we have to go get my couch and my mattress. Which I was like, what? And then I ran into the front desk lady and I was like, we're gonna need to use the service elevator. We're bringing up a mattress and a couch. And the front desk woman was this girl that I used to be best friends with in middle school. And she was like, all of the elevators are broken. And I was like, what? And then my friend was like, I'm so hungry. And I was like, don't worry, there's a pizza shop that's open till 4 in the morning. But then we forgot to get pizza. We like flash forward a bit, and then I ordered us like all this Italian food, and then the DoorDasher came and he was like he was like, or I was giving him my pin for the DoorDash. Like I was like, the pin is 1111, whatever. And he's like, I don't think this is your food. Like I think it's your neighbor's food. And I'm like, this is definitely my food. Like I just gave you a pin, bro. And he's like, this might be your neighbor's food. And then he realized it was my food. And then the DoorDasher is like apologizing to me. And he's like, I'm so sorry for not believing this was your food. And yeah, that was like basically where the dream ended. But is that not weird as fuck? These made me crash out because I was like, is anyone else having vivid dreams? Like, what? One of my therapists told me vivid dreams is like meaning your body is like reprocessing things and your nervous system is like trying to process things in your sleep. So apparently it's like actually really good to be having dreams. Like at least they're not nightmares. It's just weird. It's just fucking weird because I went from like never dreaming to dreaming all the fucking time. Like I literally went from not even knowing the last time I had a dream to having vivid dreams. Yeah. But those are my crash outs of the week. My crash outs of the motherfucking week. Hey, crash out of the week. Hey, crashing out on week. Hey, night. Hey, colors in my hair. Hey, crashing out on week. Hey, doing laundry. Hey, cracking my nails. Hey, drinking some wine at 2 p.m. Hey, 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 yeah. Yeah, those are my crash outs of the week, bitches. So thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry if this was scary. Sorry if this was weird. This is what happens after I consume a little bit of wine. And I really haven't had that much. I've had like 2 sips. Okay? So, yeah. Do what you want with that information. But those are my crash outs of the week. Yeah. I hope you all have a great Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday. Whatever day you're listening, and I will catch you guys next week. Bye.